Hey, I'm Margie, and if you've been following my blog, you know that I've been talking to a lot of divorced people lately. And one common theme for both men and women about why their marriages ended was they weren't getting their needs met. And I don't just mean sexual needs, I mean emotional needs, I mean everything. Maybe one person was being selfish and only thinking about themselves, or maybe they were expecting the other person to make them happy, to do everything for them. Or maybe they didn't really understand what their partner needed at all. So, for those of us who are married, this brings up a pretty important question. How do we get our needs met and still stay in the marriage? And for help on this one, I'm turning to an expert. So Carol, is it realistic to believe that I can meet all my husband's needs and he can meet all of mine?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And then you're going to get on your white horse and you're going to gallop off into your kingdom and live happily ever after.
Okay, so it's kind of a fantasy, huh?
It is a total fantasy.
All right, well then how do we make sure that our needs get met and still stay married?
Well, that is a great question, and the easy and quick answer to that is that we have to take care of ourselves. We have to be big girls and take care of ourselves.
Okay, but...
First.
All right, but for example, I have a friend, and this drives her crazy about her husband. She'll want to talk to him, but he's very involved in the newspaper, and he won't even put it down necessarily to listen to what she has to say, and she gets really frustrated.
Absolutely.
How do you be a big girl about that?
That's a common complaint, and I have a process I like to take people through based on an acronym for the word trust.
Trust. Okay, so what's the T?
Okay, T stands for trigger. So let's say you walk in the room and your husband is looking at the newspaper and ignoring you. You're going to feel a little triggered. You're going to have a physical response to that.
Right.
Okay? The R stands for regroup. So this is a time to sort of slow things down, realize you've been triggered, probably leave the room, and start to assess, okay, what is it I'm feeling?
Well, that's a lot more calm than, getting angry at him.
Right, or throwing a shoe at the newspaper.
Right.
That's not what you want to do. The U is an important step. It's understanding that you need something and asking yourself, what is it do I need here? You might be feeling, gosh, he doesn't love me, gosh, he's ignoring me. And so you would ask yourself, well, what do I need here? Well, I need to know that I'm not being ignored, that I do matter. The S stands for self-talk. So you've identified that you're feeling ignored, you're feeling not loved. So you talk to yourself and say, self, hey, I know you're okay, you're lovable, you show up, you are viable, you're lovable.
And that works?
And that works, absolutely.
So sometimes you can just fix it on your own without even involving your partner.
Without involving him. If you still feel you need to say something, then you do it with an empowering kind of statement.
Okay, give me an example of that.
An example of that would be, honey, when I walked in the room earlier, you were reading your newspaper and you kind of ignored me, and I have to tell you, it made me feel like you didn't love me, like you didn't care about me anymore. And I know you do love me, and I know you don't want me to feel that way, so could we talk about a way to solve this together? Can you imagine that?
That's so mature.
I know. But even if you only do it 1 out of 10 times, you're ahead of the game, right? Trust me.
Okay, trust you. I will. Hey, once you know what you need, you can give it to yourself. Thanks to Carol Moss, a licensed clinical social worker and life coach. And for more of a fresh and fun take on life after 40, visit my blog.